97%. Yes, that's a lot. But 97% of what exactly? Are you too cold in winter? Too hot in summer? Windows that let the wind in? Walls that turn your home into an oven as soon as the sun comes out? In that case, your home is probably part of the club, the 97% of buildings in Europe that need to be renovated before 2050. But why do we need to renovate them? Because these existing buildings account for 40% of the European Union's final energy consumption and 36% of its CO2 emissions. Why not just demolish them and build better ones? Not a good idea. Demolishing to rebuild requires more materials, more extraction of resources, and often results in more land take. It's better to renovate or transform the use of a building. And renovation can significantly reduce energy consumption and the associated carbon emissions by up to 80% or even 90% for very energy-intensive buildings, while extending their lifespan. In short, renovation is better for the environment and often saves money. But sometimes renovation projects can be a real challenge. Amsterdam University Hospital, for example, had to continue operating 24/7 while the work was being carried out. The solution? Partitions prefabricated off-site and delivered through the roof as and when they were required. The result was a 40% increase in productivity and a 15% reduction in CO2 emissions without disruption to patients and staff. But Europe is not the only one concerned. In Sydney, Australia, the 1970s Quay Quarter Tower was transformed without being demolished. 98% of the structure was retained, and a high-performance glass facade equipped with sunshades was added. This has resulted in greater thermal comfort, less use of air conditioning, and 12,000 tons of CO2 emissions avoided. The moral of the story is that renovating isn't just about patching up the holes. It means transforming our buildings to make them more energy efficient, more comfortable, and more resilient. Find more ideas for rebuilding without demolishing the past at constructingsustainablefuture.com, the world's first online magazine dedicated to sustainable construction.